What's up, everybody? So we're back out in the shop with another Shop Talk Tuesday, and what I want to do in this episode is kind of have a intro video into this next build series that we're actually about to start. This is technically the start of it because it's the intro into it. I'm going to do this episode, and then I'm going to do the several episodes as we actually finish this project, and then we'll do a conclusion episode. That way I can end up putting it on a playlist and people can watch from this through the episodes to the end episode where we do a full recap. And I feel like it's going to make for a good series each time that we do this. Now, these are still going to be Shop Talk Tuesday episodes. They're also going to be build episodes. It's kind of how I used to do it a while back, where I did the builds and the talking, not just focusing on the builds and not just focusing on the talking. And we're going to kick this off with this particular build right here. This is one of the projects that we did in one of the live streams. I forged this, it really just looked like this, this integral bolster kukri that we have here. So it's going to be hidden tang, integral bolster, kukri. Now, of course, this one is going to have dragon scales filed into it, ground filed, and a whole bunch of other processes. It's going to have a hole here, which is going to make this kind of like a guard right there, and then the cutting edge will start here and work its way forward. It's going to be a unique build where I actually show y'all the process that I did for this one right here. That way you can actually see how I did a lot of those steps, but in depth, because one of the things that I got asked all the time whenever people held that build was, how did you do the dragon scales? How did you do this thing here? How did you do this thing over here? And I really want to break down all the processes that I did on that build. Now I am going to change it up a little bit, because on that one we did bone for the handle. This one we're going to be using this piece of stag antler. Now the cool thing about this is it's going to end up, whenever I'm done profiling it and doing all the stuff, it will have a nice hand well here where your hand actually scoops up into there and your pinky just works its way into there, and then your index finger works its way into there. So it's just going to hug your hand. Now there's processes that I need to do to this to actually make it work for this build. I'm going to show y'all all of the processes within that. We're going to break down all the stuff within this, and we're going to do a full build. It's going to be several episodes where we're actually getting into the nitty-gritty of how I'm coming up with the ideas for these things, how I am thinking through and handling my thought process within all the steps, especially on some of the processes that I've never actually seen, so I'm having to just come up with them as I go. You're going to see my thought process on a lot of these, and hopefully it'll help people who might be stuck in a rut within their knife making and trying to branch out to something that is more out of the box. You can kind of understand my thought process behind my design aesthetics and how I'm thinking through, okay, so if I use this tool, maybe it'll accomplish this. If I use this technique, maybe it'll accomplish that. And y'all can actually see how I'm coming up with those ideas and how I'm processing it and how I'm utilizing those particular steps to be able to complete a project like this, which is like nothing that I've actually seen. So again, it's me just figuring it out as we go, especially when it comes to the stuff that I'm going to do on the handle here to make it work out and work within the build that we're going to be doing. Y'all are going to see some stuff that maybe y'all will have some cool takeaways from. I know I will, because I've wanted to do it, and this will be the first time me doing some of this stuff. So it's going to be a fun build. It's going to be a fun project. And like I said, I want this to be an intro into it so that y'all can actually have a start and then the build with all the different episodes, kind of like the chapters in a book, and then a conclusion at the end of it where we do a wrap up and we talk about things that we learned. We wrap up some of the things and the thought processes during the build and y'all get a full series, which I think is going to be pretty cool. If y'all are kind of excited about that, let me know in the comment section down below. I think that it's going to be a cool build series. I think that it's going to be a cool project for us to kick this particular style of series off with. Now, I have a lot of the Saturday live stream builds to actually finish, so we're going to be doing this style of Shop Talk Tuesdays to finish those builds as we go. Plus, we're still going to be doing the Saturday night live streams where I'm forging projects and doing all that stuff. So it's going to be a fun way to process those builds that we're doing on the live streams. And I think that this is going to be really cool. Again, I'm happy that we're starting it off with this particular build right here because we're going to be doing a bunch of cool stuff on it. And I think that why not start it off with a bang and just make something that's going to be super unique and really cool and super crazy and just have fun with it. Now, one of the things that I am going to do is I am going to be making a couple of other things on these little series and trying to do some of the YouTube Knife Makers challenges during these series and do a couple of little bits for those. So we got a bunch of stuff that's going to be happening and it's going to be cool. But I think kicking this particular series off with this build right here, where next week what we're going to be focused on is going to be starting all of this stuff right here. That is going to be the initial part that we're going to have to start into, and we're going to have some fun with that. It took a while to do the original one that I did. Again, this one right here. It took a while to actually do all the work on that, but now that I've done one of those, I have the ideas and all that stuff to make it a little bit faster, which is going to help me out because this week I worked a lot. So I'm going to be doing this at night and filming it and doing all that stuff so that I can put it out for y'all on Tuesday. If y'all are excited about this build, you let me know. Comment section down below. Give the video a thumbs up. And guys, I think this is going to be a cool project. And again, this is just the intro to it. And then on Tuesday, we're going to start working on it. And we're just going to keep working on it each Tuesday until we complete it. And then we'll do a wrap-up episode. Guys, that's it for this particular Shop Talk Tuesday. Y'all have an amazing day. Y'all stay safe out there. And I'll catch y'all next time.